Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your mid-December 2024 reading. My name is Ellena. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to be tapping into what messages Spirit wants for you to know for the rest of December. And of course, take what resonates and leave the rest. And understand that energy is not always limited to December. Like when you come across this reading, it might resonate with you during that time as well, and it can trickle for a couple months before or after you see this. So starting off, I see 4 cards, so let's begin. Purging process, Scorpio. Interesting. You may be currently experiencing emotional discomfort that is disrupting your inner peace. Interesting. It seems very fiery too. I feel like maybe it's good to kind of journal, or good to kind of like express yourself in terms of like get your frustrations out in a healthy way, like maybe channel that energy into a passion project or a painting or writing it out, or you know those like rooms where the rage rooms or whatever, like you can always go there and book a session in a rage room to kind of get this out. I feel like there's a big release of some sort, something that's kind of been pent up. Maybe there needs to be a little bit of forgiveness happening as well for the month of December. But let's see what's happening here. Align with your wholeness. Yeah, you're releasing something to kind of get back to peace inside. So I think that's the general theme for the remainder of the year. Closing out old contracts maybe, and just not allowing it, because it cannot continue with you as you move into this next chapter in your life. And I feel like either you have already removed this, or you're in the process of removing this in order to get to this space of tranquility and serenity. So yeah, I feel like this is the goal and the major energies of December for you. Interesting. Victim mentality. Interesting. You are learning to understand that everything happens through you, not to you. So yeah, I feel like there's something that has occurred in your life. Challenges may have presented themselves, whether it is a work environment, whether it is certain people, relationships, family members, friendships, something that has been happening. And it feels like it's kind of like made you kind of be in a little bit of a corner space where you had to make a chance to focus on your well-being. And by doing so, you're kind of taking the power back into your hands. Like, rather than feel as if, oh, poor me, things are happening to me, you're realizing there's a plan for all of this. A great example is, if it didn't get as uncomfortable as it did, would you have made the changes necessary to align with your wholeness? Or would you have been like, oh, it's not so bad, and kind of like stayed in those situations because it wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't so bad. You know what I mean? So I think Spirit is really asking you to look for the blessings and the contrast, and understand that everything is helping you, even though it may be uncomfortable at the time, or maybe it's like making you really angry. Like, I feel like, maybe there's some sort of injustice or something that felt like unfair to you. But I feel as if you're understanding that even though it was not fair, or it wasn't right for people to may have treated you the way that they did, I think you're understanding that there's a blessing in this, and that even if it means walking away, or building stronger boundaries, or having more confidence in yourself, or validating yourself, or pouring into your own cup, you're realizing that this is all happening for you and for your benefit. As hard as it can be sometimes. Kindred souls. Yeah, I feel like you're moving towards like-minded people, or better people. Yeah, I do feel like this is a relationship reading. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have, it can be platonic as well. But I do feel like you're moving away from dynamics with people that have not been serving your highest and best good. And you're moving towards this. This is always an interesting, like, drawing to me, or painting, because I know it's about clouds and the galaxy, but I can't help but feel like a warrior spirit is, like, right there, like holding, like, you know, an axe or like some sort of like weapon, in terms of just like charging forward and just like standing up for yourself. And, you know, reinforcing this, it says you are currently experiencing many changes in your relationships and friendships. And I feel as if you're really like learning to block people or refusing access to people to you that you know don't have your best interests. Like perhaps before you thought to yourself, oh, they're not that bad. Oh, there's some positives to this person, and et cetera, et cetera. But there's something that has come up with these people in your life where you're like, no, this is a firm boundary and I'm not going to allow you to cross it. You will not have access to me, because access to me is a privilege. And because you are not respectful, I am not going to allow you that access. And that can mean really just cutting people off. Like, this is another thing too. Cutting people, blocking people, and not feeling sorry about it. That is what I'm getting here. You're making way for new people anyway. So better people. People that you just feel safe with, like you're not going to question, like, is this person my friend? Do I trust this person? Can I tell this person this? Are they going to tell them, other people, what I've said to them, etc., etc.? It shouldn't be that hard. Spirit is saying it shouldn't be this difficult. You shouldn't also have to keep telling somebody the same thing. If something is causing you pain or is causing you stress, you shouldn't have to keep telling them the same thing over and over again. If they're choosing to not listen to you, or they don't care about your feelings, it just means that you're directing your energy towards someone who doesn't care. So it's almost like now you got to focus on caring for yourself. And removing yourself from those environments or those people that are not in resonance with who you are. Because if you respect yourself, like, and you're like by yourself, like, why would you be in a room with someone that's disrespectful to you? You know what I'm saying? So it's about self-love. I feel like this is also you cutting stuff out. You're not just letting the universe cut it out for you. You are cutting it out too. So interesting. It's a very straightforward, very powerful reading here. So there's too many cards here. So let's see what wants to come through. This one. This one. Okay. So with these three, let's check it out. Dolomite, stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. This is just reinforcing what I just said, which was like, focus on the blessings and the contrast. Like, maybe, yeah, know that everything's working in your favor, even though it feels like crazy at the time. And chaotic at the time, everything is working out in your favor. Things had to unfold the way that it unfolded, because if it hadn't unfolded that way, you wouldn't have made the decisions that you made in focusing on yourself and your happiness. So trust that you are being moved to a better place and better situation here. Spiritual path, your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Yeah, as I'm looking at this, turquoise is like a higher heart chakra crystal, like a throat chakra. You're speaking on what's on your heart and what's on your mind. Yeah, you're learning different belief systems. Like, why did you tolerate certain things? You're asking yourself, where did I learn to tolerate that? Is it working for me? If not, if it doesn't make me happy, what can I do to change it? What can I do to make it better for my life and for my future? Because you're not living in your past anymore. You're deciding to really be very clear on any belief systems that no longer work with you in the now. Maybe it worked for you in the past. You know, sometimes we make decisions because we feel like it's better, or we feel like there's nothing better out there for us. So we just kind of like settle for certain things. But as time progresses and you get to know yourself more, you get very clear about who you want in your life and what you will have in your life and what you won't have in your life. And so during this time, I think you're getting very clear about why things happened, where you're going, and which is really refreshing, to be honest. It's a great way to start your, 2025, because January is just around the corner, Okay, Malachite. Prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. Yeah, I feel like Spirit has your back. When you're starting to choose yourself, Spirit is also reinforcing that. They are supporting you. They will bring you the right people, places, and situations because you've leveled up. You've leveled up in terms of loving yourself more, so you're going to attract people who appreciate you more. It doesn't mean that you're not going to attract like some negative people. It just means that you will have stronger boundaries, and you will state your boundaries to them if they decide to cross it. You know exactly how to handle it. Whereas before, maybe you didn't know. Maybe you put up with things that you shouldn't have. But this glow up that I'm seeing for you, it's like, you now know you won't put up with certain things. And Spirit is really happy that you're doing that. Because, you deserve good things. You're worthy of good, healthy relationships that don't make you question your value and your worth. So, yeah, Spirit has your back with this for sure. So, any other cards for Scorpio here? They also want you to start forgiving these people too. Like, I know it's hard because this might be a little bit fresh, but I feel as if you're able to see that they have just further moved you into alignment, it might be easier to forgive them, because you don't want to enter this new chapter in your life with a closed heart. You want to kind of keep your vibration high so that more blessings will come into your life. Like, you're not in that old energy, you're in a new energy. So Spirit is able to give you more things that will bring you joy, without the negative or like the past influence on it. Any final cards for Scorpio? They say you got this. You got this. You know what you need to do. So, let's see. So, nourishment. Yeah. Carnelian, nourishment. Carnelian is a very creative crystal as well. So maybe you have to dive more into your passion projects or the things that bring you joy. I think it's also important to kind of, see what type of meals that you're eating that can really nourish your body. But also, I feel like nourishment means like to really take care of yourself, because I feel like you've gone through a lot of challenges and a lot of drama or stress that was really not, I wouldn't say necessary. Like, I feel like it was necessary for you to be clear on your belief systems and what you want, but I feel like it's still traumatic to go through it, So I think Spirit is really wanting you to just kind of be easy on yourself and do the things that you love, and to rest whenever you need, is what I'm picking up here with this card. So it shall be, a diamond. So this card has been coming up for a lot of signs. A lot of signs. I think Gemini came up, in Virgo. So if you have any of those placements, I recommend checking out those videos. But yeah, like, I feel as if, with diamonds, there's a lot of pressure and a lot of compression and a lot of stress that's happening before this diamond is formed. And I feel like this kind of represents the process of what's been happening to you, or not to you, through you. You're understanding that it's just helping you to be more of who you are, more expressive, more standing in your power. It's like that marble slab. It's like carving yourself out of that marble slab, removing things that are no longer part of who you are, right? Just to reveal more of who you are. So I think that's a beautiful thing. I really do. I feel like there's people coming into your life that will resonate with you, because they'll see you. The more you are yourself, the more the right people will see you and resonate with you. When we are pretending to be someone else and settling for things that we know are not good for us, or maybe we're a little codependent, or maybe we are people pleasing, we diminish parts of who we are, we mask. So what you're doing essentially when you're doing that is you're attracting the wrong people, because you're attracting the people that just see that version of you, not the true version of you, the people-pleasing version of you. So removing that people-pleasing mask, these people who benefited from you people-pleasing will get mad, obviously, and they don't like it. They'll say that you've changed, and you say like, yeah, I have. I learned to not people-please and call out people on their BS behavior. You know what I mean? So you are attracting your tribe by doing this. And this is Master Merlin, which is a lot of magic, a lot of creativity, carnelian creativity. It says, read the energy. So yeah, I just feel like all those signs that you've had in terms of like maybe certain people didn't like you, or maybe they didn't have the best intentions for you, those are spot on. Spirit is saying trust your gut about the intentions of these people. Don't doubt yourself. Don't question it, saying like, oh, maybe they didn't mean to, maybe this and that. Spirit with this card is confirming that what you knew about these people, how you felt about these people, the energy of discernment, it is accurate. So that's what Spirit wants you to know. Is there any final message? One more card? Sure. One more card for the Scorpio collective here. And Scorpio, you're a water sign. Like, you're very intuitive. Ah! Oh my gosh, this card just keeps popping up. It says Petersite, Storm Wisdom. I feel like, you know, Petersite is a very tower energy card. I feel like purging process, maybe a tower moment is nothing to be afraid of. It just means you're dismantling things that aren't resonating with you anymore. And I feel like just to allow it, I think Spirit is saying just allow this kind of chaotic energy that's around you just to kind of like shed itself. And I know it can be scary, but it is for your best good. And let's say you made a decision to walk away from these people. If there are tower moments happening in their lives, Spirit is saying do not feel guilty about it. The energy that they're putting out is something that will come back to them, because that's just how the universe works in terms of energy. So by choosing yourself, if it does cause chaos and like tower moments for other people, do not feel guilty about it. Focus on your light, focus on your own well-being, and trust that you are being guided and moved towards better environments, peaceful people who really appreciate you for who you are. So again, thank you so much. This is your December reading. I hope you resonated with it. If this is a video that you like, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. That really helps my channel. And feel free to leave a comment, because I love reading your comments. And I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.